Hello everyone. So welcome to our free English class we always do on Friday at 8 p.m. So you are always welcome. Please come here to watch us, me, Teacher Newton, or Teacher Érika. We make this effort of always on Friday to be here just for you, to give you a little bit of grammar, a little bit of vocabulary. And today, welcome everybody. And today we are going to work with verb plus preposition, to and at. To and at. So this topic, it's a little bit tricky. Let's take a look on how we can do it. So you should always, after this class, try to make sentences with these structures that I'm going to explain to you today. Okay? So, verb plus preposition, to and at. Talk to and speak to somebody. So, after talk and after speak, we will use to when we want to speak or talk to somebody, which is also possible, right? With, talk with or speak with is also possible, but it's less usual. Usually we are going to use talk to or speak to. So for example here, who was that man that you were talking to? Who was that man that you were talking to? Who was that girl that you were talking to? Oh, I need to speak to somebody. I need to speak to somebody. Somebody needs to solve my problem. I need to speak to somebody. So we use talk to or speak to. And listen to. We spent the evening listening to music. We don't say listening music. We say listening to music. Okay? I love listening to rock and roll. I love listening to rock and roll, for example. So listening to. Remember, for all of these structures, verb plus preposition, go home now, right here in the comments, right on the chat, make a sentence with listen to, for you to, remember better, practice better. Ok? Ah. Não, tá normal. Sorry, this is just a technical problem, I think. Remember better, practice better. Okay, so let's go back. This is live stream, is always like that. There are some problems, so you don't need to worry. Okay. Sorry. So let me close here. All right. So let's go back here. Write a letter to. So I wrote a letter to the hotel complaining about the poor service we had received. So I wrote a letter. I wrote the letter. Or I wrote to the hotel complaining about the poor service we had received. So you write something to somebody. Oh, I wrote a note to my mother saying that I was going to the supermarket and I will come back much later, for example. So you write to. Let's see, apologize to. Apologize to somebody, apologize for somebody. It's different when you say for and to. But in this case here we have they apologized to me for what happened. They apologized to me for what happened. We don't say they apologized to me. We say they apologized to me. Right? To say you're sorry. To apologize is to say you're sorry. Explain something to somebody. We explain something to. So for example, can you explain this word to me? We don't say not explain me this word. We say, can you explain this word to me? Right? Explain, describe to somebody what, how, and why. So you always describe to. So you describe it to your students some things about English grammar. You explain something to me. You explain to somebody. I explained the present perfect to my students. I explained to them why I was worried. Let me describe to you what I saw. So we do not use to with this verb. So there are some verbs that you do not use to no matter the situation. For example, phone, telephone, or call. We don't say call to, we say, did you phone your father yesterday? Did you call your father yesterday? Right? So you don't say phone to your father. We say phone your father. Answer somebody or something. You will say, he refused to answer my question. He refused to answer my question. So you answer somebody or you answer something. You answer the question. Answer the question, right? So let me just take a look if there is somebody here. All right. Very good. Welcome, Maurílio Batera. We have here also, very good, Maurílio. I spoke to her yesterday. Very good, Batera. Very nice. They are speaking to the teacher. Excellent. Hello, Ed. Very good. Very good. Okay, so let's go back here. Ask somebody. Can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a question? We don't say ask to you. We say ask you a question. All right? And thank somebody for something. He thanked me for helping him. He thanked me for helping him. We don't say he thanked to me. We say he thanked me. Oh, I thanked my mother for all the help she gave me in my life, right? So let's see now the verb plus at. Verb plus at. So we have look, stare. Stare when you do this, when you look fixedly to another person and you focus on their eyes. This is to stare. And to glance, when you look very fast. You just give a glance, okay? Glance at, have a look, take a look at. Okay? Look, stare, glance at, have a look, take a look at. Why are you looking at me like that? Why are you looking at me like that? Okay? Looking at me. Why are you looking at me? Are you looking at me? Are you looking at me? Now, this is a very famous sentence from a movie, Taxi Driver, right? Are you looking at me? So we say look at, stare at, glance at. We also say laugh. Laugh is ha ha ha. When you laugh at something. I look stupid with this haircut. Everybody will laugh at me. They will laugh with my stupid look, because of my stupid look. They will laugh at me. Okay? They will not laugh with me. When you laugh with somebody, you are happy and you watch a comedy show and you laugh, ha ha ha, and your friend laughs, ha ha ha. You are laughing with. But when you say laugh at me, or you're laughing at the actor, laughing at the theater, at the show, you laugh because of what something said. If it's funny, you laugh at. So practice this. Laugh at, aim at, point at, shoot, fire a gun at. You aim at something. You point at something. Oh, I was playing darts on the bar, and I was aiming at the target. I was aiming at the target, and I hit the waiter. Oh my God, I hit the waiter. So you aim at, you point at. Oh, look, I'm pointing at the museum, right? So point at. We say shoot a gun or fire at. Oh, the policeman fired at the thief, right? So don't point that knife at me. Don't point that knife, don't point the knife at me. It's dangerous. It's dangerous. We saw someone with a gun shooting at birds, but he didn't hit any. So we saw someone with a gun shooting at birds, but he didn't hit any. So some verbs can be followed by at or to. So you can have these both situations. You can have these both situations, shooting at or shooting at to, right? And with a difference in meaning. So there is a difference in meaning when we say if you follow by at or follow by to. So let's see how the meaning changes. For example, shout at somebody. So when we say shout at somebody, when you're angry, you say, he got very angry and he started shouting at me. He started shouting at me. So he is there. Look, he's there. And he is shouting at me. He's shouting at me. So he got very angry and started shouting at me, or shouting at me. So you can have both pronunciations. He got very angry and started shouting at me. So he's very angry with me. Shout to somebody. It's completely different. You shout to somebody so that they can hear you. So you shout, hey, help, help. You're shouting to somebody to help you. So you're shouting to somebody. You're trying to communicate with somebody from a long distance and using a loud voice. So he shouted to me from the other side of the street. He shouted to me from the other side of the street. Throw something at somebody, or throw something at something in order to hit them. So this is when you throw, and you throw something at something. Okay, so I'm throwing a rock at the wall. I'm throwing a ball to the other player. I'm playing dodgeball. You know, dodgeball, when you throw the ball and you have to dodge. If it hits you, you lose. In English, we say this game, it's a very famous game, we say dodgeball. So, throw something at somebody, something. Somebody threw an egg at the minister. Oh, somebody threw an egg at the minister, at the politician, at the president. They threw an egg at. You throw something at. But if we have throw something to somebody, you're throwing something for somebody to catch. You're throwing something for somebody to catch. So Lisa shouted catch and threw the keys to me from the window. So Lisa shouted catch and threw the keys to me from the window. So when you throw to somebody, you just, you throw something for another person to catch. Yeah, people, so these are the verb plus preposition. Let me see here. Look, this is something that you should do. Look, verb plus preposition exercises online. So always do this after class. Look, I love this site here, the Perfect English. This is a very good site. And there are some exercises here that you can go. Here is the link. perfectenglishgrammar.com. This is from a teacher. I love this site, a very good site. Another good site is the englishgrammar.org. You can also go here, verbs plus preposition exercises. Not exactly only the prepositions that we learned, but these are other prepositions. So, for example, do you believe in ghosts? Do you believe in ghosts? Correct, right? She spent years caring for her husband. Correct. When you care for somebody else. So that's what I advise to all my students. After you learn a grammar, you go here and you search for exercises. Let me see if we can have with it to and at. Look, to and at. Let's see if there are some exercises online with to and at. Let's see, this grammar quizzes is a very good site also. Look at this. Look at this. Oh, use the correct preposition about, after, from, in, like, on. Oh, there are other prepositions, but so for example, most people aren't accustomed to working hard. If you try hard, you can succeed in reaching your goal. So this is what I advise you to do, right? So that's it for today in our free English class. I'm going to take a look at the chat. Let's see if we have any questions here. All right. Can you make a sentence there? We can say dream about. Another verb that Brazilians have difficulty is, or it's hard for Brazilians to use, is to dream. Because many people say dream with, and the correct is dream to. Dream to. Dreamed about. We use dream about. Last night I dreamed about Christmas. Yeah, dream about. All right, people. So that's it for today. I hope you enjoy. So remember, verb plus preposition. We still have a few minutes, so I will just review this for you. So, who was that man you were talking to? We spent the evening listening to music. I wrote to the hotel complaining about the poor service we had received. They apologized to me for what happened. Can you explain this word to me? I explained to them why I was worried, and let me describe to you what I saw. Did you phone your father yesterday? He refused to answer my question. Can I ask you a question? He thanked me for helping him. Why are you looking at me like that? I look stupid with this haircut. Everybody will laugh at me. Don't point that knife at me. It's dangerous. We saw someone with a gun shooting at birds, but he didn't hit any. He got very angry and started shouting at me. She shouted to me from the other side of the street. Somebody threw an egg at the minister. Lisa shouted catch and threw the keys to me from the window. So people, thank you very much. And I hope to see you next Friday at 8. We are going to have another English class. After this class, we have in our Melhore Seu Inglês group at WhatsApp. I put the link there. I will put the link here on the dashboard. I don't know if it works, but you can just send a message to us and we can put you in our YouTube, in our WhatsApp group, or you can go to our Instagram account, send a message to us now, and we're going to share the link, because after this class we're going to do a conversation class with everybody that want to answer for 30 minutes at Zoom. We always do this with our English group in WhatsApp, and so it's open to everyone that wants to talk a little bit of English. Okay? So thank you very much, people, and see you next class. Okay? Bye bye.